Welcome everyone, welcome. It's Wednesday, my dudes. And you know what that means. It's the most Chinese time of the week. Exactly. I've been wanting to watch Tip to Tip for a while. I watched the Japan one from last year and it was really good. And then this year they went to China. I really want to watch that one. So I was waiting for a few episodes to build up. That way we can like watch one per stream. Just one. And then game. You haven't seen either? Yeah, but I like to let things build up a little bit. So if there's like a day I feel like binging something, I can binge it. I usually do that. But for this one, I wanted to wait a little time for it to build up so that way like each stream we could watch one. Just one. Maybe two. But I have spent much of my life around lots and lots and lots of Chinese people because in the Northeast in New York City, there's a huge Chinese population. And a lot of my friends for many years have been like people who were either born in China or their parents were born in China. But oftentimes a lot of my friends were born there. Many of my closest friends have always been Chinese or Korean for a long time. Mostly Chinese just by population though. There's so many. And so there's so many little words that I recognize because I've been hearing their parents say them for so long. And I'll just ask occasionally, I'll be like, what's this thing? Oh, it's that. Okay. What's this thing? Oh, it's that. Okay. So I don't really know much about syntax and conjugating words very much, but I know a lot of individual vocabulary words, especially anything relating to food and like just stuff that you would most commonly hear being in someone's house, right? So much of it. And like a lot of the time, if you say something to me, I'll be like, oh, I can actually make out kind of what is being said. But if I have to formulate a sentence, I'd be like, I don't even know where to start because I've never formally studied any of it at all. But if a friend's mom walks up and goes, do you want to eat this? I understand every single word that they've said. Do you want to eat this? What time do you want to eat that? When are you going to blank? You know, like all that kind of stuff. Really simple questions I like have been hearing my whole life. So when I saw they were doing Tip to Tip China, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Chinatown's a big part of New York. Not just Chinatown, there are multiple places. Like you think of Chinatown, NYC, and you think of the area that used to be Little Italy that got kind of like eaten by Chinatown. Now it's just kind of both. But there are so many places throughout New York City that are pockets of that as well. There's multiple neighborhoods that are, enclaves is a good way to put it. So there's just a ton of it. Yeah, Chi-Talian. The Chi-Talian part of New York City. It's actually true. A lot of Chinatowns have popped up in areas that were typically Italian or right next to them. So like all of my Italian friends have tons of Chinese friends and vice versa. And it's really funny how like those two cultures specifically are often right next to each other in New York. and they get along so well. They all get along so well. It's great. It's really wonderful. I've heard native speakers of a language call that having insert language hear ears. I've never heard it described like that. It's really funny. I mean, there are like a few, actually a lot, but there are a few languages in particular where I've had like many friends where their families all commonly speak that thing. So, you know, my whole life I've had a lot of exposure to a lot of this stuff. There's only one that I really like formally learned because I got immersed by going to the place, but a lot of others, I mean, being in someone's household and hearing it all the time, it's not full immersion, but you hear a lot of it. You know what I mean? So it's very familiar, I guess is the best way to put it. And a lot of the random anecdotes and stuff, random factoids that I know are just from like those people from, you know, whatever place telling me a thing about the place they came from. And then I just remember that forever. And then I pull it out of my ass on stream, you know, and like someone says something and I'm like, oh, did you know this place something? And they'll be like, I think you're so smart with your factoids. And I'm like, I don't know. My friend's mom told me. What do you want me to say? My friend's mom always says it. You just become the holder of factoids. Damn, dude, I was just trying to have a conversation. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm very excited for Tip to Tip. Favorite street food? What, Chinese street food or like in general? For me, it's like northern Chinese meat skewers. You can get them in all sorts of carts all around the city. They'll just being like, hey, meat sticks. And you go up and you're like, yeah, let me get 5 lamb sticks, full spice. And they're like, all right, here you go. And they give you fresh grilled, fat dripping, juicy, seasoned, spicy as hell lamb steaks. Oh my God. Or I'll be like, let me get the chicken skin. Oh my God. There's a lot of those in New York. It's got to be like my favorite street food because you just walk up and get a fatty meat stick. Oh, and they're small and they're $1 each usually. Are they still $1 each at all of them? I think some of them got more expensive now actually, but they're usually still like that. Oh, they're so good. And I like that they don't skimp on the spice too. They really make it spicy. I'm the same with Taiwanese sausage sticks. Oh, dude, I could those up. I could f those up. They did get more expensive though, yeah. I could f so many of those up. Oh, or I love Korean olding. Holy f. In the broth cup. You just slug down all the broth at the end after you eat it. Oh my god.